Welcome everyone. I'm reviewing Tachyon Project. I played this game Tuesday. I figured I would broadcast the review and then I will post it up later. Those that saw me play before, I got up to about level 4. I have now completed the story mode. I'm on about ready to start level 2, I believe. Let me see here. Nope, I'm on level 2. I can start level 3 now. So I will go into level 3 on Story Plus. So I actually have most everything unlocked. I have all the achievements in the game, except for Multimillionaire, where you have to get 10 million points. So you, playing through just story mode, you can unlock everything, and honestly, I probably could have gotten Multimillionaire if I had paid closer attention. But I want to show you a few things through this review quick. As you play through the story, you unlock different things. You start out, these are your perks. You have 2 perks. You can increase your health, increase your ship speed, shooting frequency, so you can make it so you shoot faster, extra damage, ricochet bullets, heat-seeking bullets, and knockback bullets. Some of these you have to do certain things, beat certain levels, or get a certain score on a certain level to get them, unlock them. But you have 2 perks, so you can actually have increased ship speed on both perks or increased health. So right now I am running actually ricochet bullets and increased health. Then you have secondary weapons. These are tied to your bumpers. I am running on my left bumper. I am running a turret, which is a little turret that you can release. You also have frenzy mode, a defense drone, a decoy. So, and this one, as you can see, you've got to get a certain score on level 3, which I did not get on story mode. A shield, a slowdown time, a freeze bomb, which freezes everything around you for a set of time, a proximity mine, which, you drop a mine and it kills something when it kills everything around it when it hits it, and just a normal explosion. So right now my left bumper is a turret, and my right bumper is an explosion, which is a nice little explosion around you. Your normal weapons, you have your standard weapon, a machine gun, a shotgun, missiles, mini bombs, and lasers. These unlock when you reach certain levels. The laser you do not unlock until after you beat level 10. There are 10 levels in the game. I will show you the map when we get to it. I'm just going to run the standard gun, so you confirm that. And we'll go back to the map so I can show you. There are 10 different levels. Each level has 5 or 6 levels in it, and there are 4 levels in here that have bosses. Now, it's your standard twin stick shooter. Left stick controls how you move, right stick controls your gun. And then you have the right and left bumper for your secondary weapons. Honestly, I'll have to tell you, it is a fairly short game. But it's an interesting game because it does have a bit of a story behind it. There are cutscenes in between some of the levels. There's a bit of a story. This week, It is January 29th. It is on sale in the store. It just came out for $5 US. It is worth it. I've put probably about 7 hours in it. Granted, I'm not the best gamer. I'm persistent. For $5, it is worth it. It's got some interesting physics to it. When you fire your gun, your ship moves backwards. Every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. The bosses are interesting. Every boss has a different ability. You have to think about it. There are tons of different enemies. See, I'm just going to play. As you can see, my bullets ricochet off. You cannot just sit in a corner. These little bits here that I'm collecting, that's how you get your extra points. That's how you are going to unlock some of your secondary weapons. Whoops. I just ran into something. Here's Wave 2. These are the levels, like I was saying, each level has different waves. Waves consist of destroying a certain number of enemies, surviving for a certain amount of time. Certain types of enemies, whoops, should not be running into stuff. Yeah, I am all about those points. As you can see, in the top middle, there is a counter that is counting down and sometimes goes up. That counter is your time. So you have a certain number of seconds on each level. The only way to increase that is to kill enemies. So you have got to kill enemies, like this Wave 3, you've got to survive 60 seconds. Well, you do not have 60 seconds at the start of the round, so you have got to continually kill enemies to make sure that you are going to have enough time. If you get hit, that timer is also your health bar. So you've got to make sure that you don't get hit. It's not like Geometry Wars, not Geometry Wars. It's not like 60-second Shooter Prime, where it's a one-hit kill. Except on some of the boss levels. On this one, you can, like right there, I just ran into a black hole, or a vortex. If you do get hit, you lose seconds off your timer, so you have to watch out. The main thing is you have to keep that timer up, because on this one you have to survive for a certain amount of time. Some of them it's 60 seconds, some of it's 120. Certain ones you have to destroy 500 enemies. I'll deploy my little turret that will shoot enemies for me, or I'll just destroy it accidentally. But you have to make sure that you keep your timer up, or else you will run out of time for the mission. And even though the game is usually good at feeding you enemies to keep that timer up, there are waves in some of the later missions or levels where there is a drought of enemies. And if you do not have your timer, the max the timer can get up to is 99. You can find yourself sitting there waiting for enemies, and your timer can get pretty low, especially if you've taken some damage. And as I've said in the past, I am not the best gamer, so you don't want to follow me or follow my lead. but there are times that you will be playing and the screen gets filled with enemies and you will take damage. Especially when you have these big shell-looking enemies that have their own shield, and then there are enemies that boost their shields. But it's... ran into a little smasher there. It's a simple twin-stick shooter, but it's really nice. I won't move, but as you can see, I'm moving backwards as I'm shooting. So it's got nice little physics to it. For $5, if you like twin-stick shooters, it's a good game to play. Definitely worth it. Like I said, this is also the Story Plus mode, since I've already gone through the story mode. One thing to watch out for, and I found out when I was doing story, is if you are playing through and decide, say you're on level 7, and you decide, hey, I want to go back and do level 4 again, wait. Because if you go back to level 4, just to redo it because you want to unlock, say you want to unlock frenzy mode or a drone or one of the perks that you have to get a certain score on. If you go back and replay level 4, you will have to replay level 5, 6, just to get back to level 7. That is one thing that I found out by accident. Because I didn't go back to replay to unlock something. I went back because I wanted to work on one of the achievements, which was to kill 100 of the bulls, which was the thing that just flew by me. And I knew that on level 3, or they came out, it's actually level 1, but I knew in level 2 or 3 there were a bunch of them. So I went back to level 2 to work on killing a bunch of them when I was on level 4, and I ended up having to redo all of the early levels again. Which, it boosts your score up, but it can be frustrating if you're near the end and you go back to the beginning, because then you're stuck redoing every single level again. So that's just something to keep in mind. Like I said, definitely a fun game. If you like twin stick shooters, it's one to add to your library. Let's see if I can escape this level. Definitely has a good soundtrack as well. Oh, nope, I died. So, make sure you pick it up, definitely this week, because it's going to be off out of the store, out of the gold section on sale Monday, so you only have a few days left. Until next time, this is Ace of Hearts, TG Ace of Hearts, and I will check you later. Have a good day.